All right. Well, good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope wherever you are today, it is as beautiful as it is here in San Antonio, Texas today. My name is Andrea, and I am here just to share with you briefly today what I call the easy button of nutrition to help you get more familiar with some products that have truly changed my family's life. Show you around the website a little bit so you can get questions answered if you have them, and tell you a little bit more about the company, the Juice Plus Company, also known as the Proactive Wellness Company. And when I first actually learned about them 20 years ago, gosh, that sounds like a long time, but I was a busy mom of three at the time. My kids were in elementary and middle school. I had one child in particular that was an incredibly picky eater. She was truly a nightmare to sit down to dinner with any given time. And I had a concern, actually, a huge concern of Parkinson's disease in my family. My grandmother died from complications of Parkinson's. My mother has now had Parkinson's for 37 years. And I actually had her neurologist tell me years ago I was next when I asked about being proactive, which is quite interesting and makes a lot of sense why I was drawn to these products, as hopefully you'll see as I tell you a little bit more. When I had that doctor share that with me all those years ago, I truly began praying for solutions for our family's health and nutrition. And yet, the funny thing is that when I was introduced to the Juice Plus products, I was so skeptical. I wanted nothing to do with it. I just thought the concept of fruits and vegetables and capsules, and now there's other versions, but back then it was certainly just capsules. And I just thought it was insane. And I had been, a big vitamin taker, raised my kids on Flintstone vitamins. They now tell me I was raised on Flintstone vitamins, and it's kind of funny because they now tell me quite often, they're like, Mom, are you trying to kill us with everything in those things? So, that's why I think knowledge is so powerful and that you're here today. I love that you're taking a little bit of time to learn a little bit more. So I finally did dig in, probably about 6 months after I was first introduced to it, and took a more serious look. And it was research that blew my mind away, and truly why I'm here with you today. I don't like things that are just hyped up. I think there's a lot of marketing and hype that goes into nutritional products, especially. I like proof. I like to know if I'm going to spend my money on something that it's going to do good things in my body. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that research in just a few moments. But I will say, once I finally took a look and thought, okay, what if this is legit? What if this could be a good thing for my health? I'll give it a try for a few months and see what happens. Obviously, here we are almost 20 years later. It has absolutely exceeded every expectation I would have had. Our family has never been healthier. Those three kids literally went through elementary, middle, high school, college, graduate degrees, and beyond. And it is insane to say. I always say this is our story. I never make claims for other people, but I can look to the research and why this has been our experience that none of my kids have ever had a sick doctor visit since they started Juice Plus. That is mind blowing. I mean, my oldest is 33, and I do not even think she would know what to do if she needed to make an appointment for an illness with the doctor. She'd probably have to call me and say, Mom, what do I do? So, I also have a 2-year-old grandson, and this has been his go-to nutrition. And I will tell you, the way that little boy is being raised and how he eats, and he's only had well visits as well. I wish I had known about this when my kids were little, because that wasn't the case. We were in and out of the pediatrician's office. And my daughter is now expecting our second grandbaby here next month. And this has been her prenatal of choice. So again, I say that because Juice Plus is literally just food, and everybody benefits from better nutrition. So, why the Proactive Wellness Company? I like to touch on that because I think, especially watching my mom's journey over the years with her illness, that our medical system focuses far more heavily on sick care. If you think about it, prescribing medications, treating conditions, operating. And I think we could do better at focusing on prevention. There's a little bit of preventative medicine, built in. And I'm very encouraged that we're moving in that right direction. But I love that the Juice Plus company has been focused on proactively helping people live healthier lives for over 50 years now. That's how long the company's been around. It's based in Memphis, Tennessee. The mission is actually to inspire healthy living around the world, and Juice Plus is in over 20 countries globally. And I personally love that they focus very narrowly on plant-based products, on what we call whole food nutrition, which is very different, again, from the very traditional vitamin world that I was accustomed to, where, you're going into a lab to basically synthetically create vitamin C, for instance, when that vitamin C is in apples and oranges and all the good stuff. And this company said, let's put the good stuff, the actual real nutrition and fruits and vegetables into people's bodies. And the company is also very, very committed to children's wellness, which I'll tell you a little bit more about shortly as well. But I have to share the story of how it came to be, just real short and sweet, because I find it so intriguing. If you're familiar with juicing at all, like, okay, we have a juicer. It comes out of the pantry about once a month and I give it credit. My husband does it. I can't even own the fact that I juice because I have watched the process. I have seen how much produce he puts in it, what he gets out for all that produce, and the mess. I do not want to clean the juicer. So that being said, this naturopath doctor many years ago was in a situation where his father was diagnosed with cancer. And he knew all the good benefits of juicing and getting more fruits and vegetables into the body, but his father could not physically drink it. So he was trying to figure out, how could I get this produce into my father's body to help him? Long story short, he figured out a way where he could basically dehydrate those fruits and vegetables, put them in concentrated powders to get them in an easier form. And his father went on to live another 8 years through that diagnosis, and really began to thrive because, again, every physical condition improves with better nutrition. So I want to be really clear though, because I have been around this wellness world and the idea of whole food nutrition for almost 20 years now, that we are the real deal. There are others now. There weren't 20 years ago, but obviously when you're doing something right, what do they say? Copying, I don't know the exact saying, but copying is the finest form of flattery. There are companies out there now trying to do what we're doing, but they're nothing like the real thing. And so if you're ever looking at another product that you think is similar to Juice Plus, ask the person who invited you, or feel free to ask them for my contact information. I will be more than glad to break it down for you. It just drives me crazy that they market and say that they're fruits and vegetables, and then you look at their label and they're a supplement facts label. They're not concentrated produce that's been grown on a farm. I know one of them is a pretty popular green drink right now that just tried to do their first research study because they know Juice Plus has research. They want to catch up. Juice Plus has 50 studies, but they thought, let's do that first one. Proved zero benefit to consuming their product. So, what Juice Plus is all about is just providing a convenient way to bridge the gap in everybody's diet. We all have a gap. Some people, it's a Grand Canyon. Some people, it might be smaller. But the truth of the matter is we're supposed to be eating 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. I know this. I have lived this world. I have changed my eating habits for the better through this whole wellness journey I've been on. And I can promise you, there is no way physically I could put that on my plate and consume it every day. It is a lot. And then if you have a family, think of a family of 4, that's like 40 different servings going into your family's body every day. So this really becomes that easy button of nutrition. And so they grow this wide variety of produce working with farmers and then dehydrate it in a proprietary format that protects the nutritional quality and integrity of the fruits and vegetables. And then those fruit, vegetable, and berry powders come in capsules, chewables, and what we call now a superfoods drink mix. And I'm actually going to hop into the website now just so I can show you around a little bit so you know what's here if you want to take a deeper dive. But also I'm going to show you under Learn More all these beautiful ingredients. I love this. This just gets me so excited. Here is our fruit blend, just to show you what goes in your body every day. Beetroot, apples, cherries, peaches, lemon, pineapple, cranberry, dates. Okay, that's just one third of our essential line. Here's the vegetable blend that people can eat every day. Broccoli, beetroot again, cherry. Was that cherries again? Yep. Those have especially powerful vitamin A benefits, so that's why they're duplicated. Spinach, kale, carrots. You see all these pictures. You can take a look at this if you'd like to look a little bit deeper. I want you to again know that it's here. And then we have a berry blend, which, oh my gosh, talk about berries. Berries are so powerful for memory health, circulatory health, heart health. Anybody over 40 is going to see benefit from adding berries into their diet. And look at this variety. Like, I personally have never bought bilberries at the store. Elderberries, never found those. And then you've got all pomegranate, cocoa, grapes. And then there are a few other product line. That's kind of our essentials. But we have this amazing drink called Luminate. I'm actually drinking it right now. It's why I'm so energized. It's a mental energy drink that's derived from 7 different plants, a combination of nootropics and adaptogens that really help improve mental alertness, help your mood kind of adapt or calm to what's going on in your world. And so a lot of people love this in place of coffee. A lot of people just love it for that little extra boost. If it's a gray day, this is like my sunshine in a glass, is what I like to call it. And then one other thing I'll touch on real quickly is we have this wonderful new gut health product, Super Biome. So if you have not learned about that yet from the person who invited you, definitely ask them about this, because this is a product I did not think I needed because I've been doing all the things for so many years. And this is the one that I probably seen most results from. I absolutely love it. I told my husband after I was on it for about a month, I would pay $500 a month for that Super Biome. It has been that impactful for me. So that being said, I want to show you the research because I know I mentioned that to you. And so, yeah, again, I'm in the Learn More tab. If you want to explore the site, you can go through the ingredients, but there's a research tab here. And this, again, is why I was so interested and intrigued. You know, when we go out there and spend our money on things, especially in the nutritional world, there's not a lot of regulation. So you really have no idea if it's being absorbed into your body and doing any good unless it's proven. And I want to say, gosh, at least 20 or 30 of the 50 studies done on Juice Plus now prove what they call bioavailability. That is the number one thing to look for. That simply means it enters your bloodstream and it does positive things. But through this research, independent research published in peer-reviewed medical journals, just look at some of the things real quickly. And these are all deep dives. If you like science, you can go here and you can click into these journals and read the specifics of these studies, but multiple studies proving immune benefit, gut health benefit, body composition, or that's like visceral fat and those kinds of things, improved athletic performance, cognitive function. I don't know about you, but as I age, I'll take all the improved cognitive function I can get, skin health, cardiovascular health, lung health, dental health. Again, I mentioned that bioavailability and how important that is. Proven antioxidant protection. Antioxidants are critical to protect our bodies from what's called oxidative stress, which is aging and rusting. So the bottom line, you're just going to age better. You're going to have a higher probability of not dealing with illness and disease like other people might, because you're getting that antioxidant load into your body. And then reducing inflammation, improving DNA. And then I mentioned, or I'll show you this actually someplace else. I want to show you our essentials and touch on, so I'm going to go to shop real quick if you're curious where I'm going, and then into the capsules. And these are the ones I showed you just a moment ago. And so this is the 30 different plants that can get in our body every day. And I want to find this beautiful picture for you of the ingredient label. So here's just the berry label, for instance. 2 things to notice on the label of Juice Plus products. And if any products, again, try and say they're similar to Juice Plus, this is where to look. They should say nutrition facts if they are actually plants. This is the same as you would see on a bag of spinach in the grocery store. If it says supplement facts, it's synthetically made. Another thing that's super powerful on any nutritional product you put in your body is this seal right here. It's called NSF certification. This guarantees that what is in this product is on the label, no more, no less, which actually a study Oprah did on this years ago through with Consumer Reports, and of 230 supplements she tested, only 7 matched ingredient to label. So this is important. You want to know what it says is going into your body is going into your body, and more importantly, it's also proving it's 100% clean. It's zero pesticides, herbicides, molds, bacteria, all those harmful things. So that is a really important thing to look at on a label. And then the pricing of this product to me is the best part. So they do ship Juice Plus in a 4-month supply. The reason behind that is the cellular changes that I just showed you in the research. All those things happen, but cells need to be turned over in your body. That doesn't happen in a week or a month. It happens, red blood cells turn over in about 100 days. That's why the 4-month supply. You just pay monthly as you consume it. This is again, is the 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries, $80 a month. That is $2.67 a day. And I mean, that's a whole conversation we could have right now on the price of things at the grocery store. But I can tell you, you could buy one organic apple and maybe one other piece of another fruit or vegetable for $2.67 a day. There is no way you would get 30 different plants into your body in this kind of pure, clean form. And even better, I want you to know about a couple programs that we have that I took advantage of right away with my 3 kiddos. We have a Healthy Starts program. So this is actually highlighted on the website on the homepage if you go and visit, and you can just get a website link from the person who invited you. But this is a program. Remember, I said a few moments ago that the company is committed to children's health as well, to shaping future healthier generations. Any adult order that gets started on our essentials products has the opportunity to sponsor a child as long as they're 4 years old, all the way until they're 25, they can get free product. This is 21 years of fruits and vegetables going into a child for free. Becomes a 2-for-1 deal, which I always love to shop deals. So I love that $2.67 a day. Yes, it covers an adult and gives them incredible nutrition, but can also cover a child and make an impact in how that child grows up and eats. And look at some of the results from this observational study. 71% of the children who are taking Juice Plus are eating less fast food and drinking less soft drinks. 66% are visiting the doctor less. 56% are taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription medications. That is changing the health. This is real impact. And this, again, is why I absolutely love what Juice Plus has to offer families. It is such a simple way to improve your nutrition. And if you remember, I said when I first got introduced to it, here's kind of my thought process on it. If you have not tried it, just give it a try, just like I did. If you make the commitment to take it every day, I looked at it as kind of a lottery ticket. Like, it sounds good. What if it actually did what I'm hoping it does if I purchase it, right? What if I could actually win that lottery? But we know the likelihood of winning the lottery. We've got research on this product that guarantees if it goes in your body, good things are going to happen. So if you want to learn more about the Healthy Starts program, it's right here. And again, it'll be featured on the site. And the last thing I just want to tell you about really quickly is what we call our Family Share program. So if you're excited or you want to get started on Juice Plus or know people in your life that need it, I always say, again, immediately I went, my mom, what if this helped her Parkinson's? I cannot tell you how vital it has been in kind of maintaining her illness. It's not going to reverse that disease for her. when we found it, that had already happened, but it has been a godsend. My dad, infection, so many people whose lives I've been able to touch. So this family share program is an opportunity for people to start up on the product, or if you are currently on the product, pay $52 a year and be reimbursed for anybody you want to share with. And, there's no requirements. I always like to encourage people, grab a couple family members like I did at the beginning and help them get healthier too. And if that's all you want to do, it's a great way to offset the cost of your product. It lets you get it at the best price. I kind of equate it to a Costco membership, if you will. So again, if that's something you want to learn about, you can reach out to the person who invited you today, and they are more than welcome to share my contact information with you. If I shared anything specifically that has you wondering or you want to learn a little bit more about, I'm always happy to answer questions. This again has been so impactful for my family's life. I feel like there are so many things we're up against in terms of staying healthier. This is one simple habit that we can develop that can truly be life-changing for future generations. So, thank you for joining me today. I hope you got something of value. At 1 minute over, I promised myself we'd be at 20 minutes. So, have a blessed afternoon, and I hope you give Juice Plus a try. I'm here to help any way I can. Take care.